It's hard to make a review of these roller coasters because there's a lot of flaws to point out, but there's also the fact that I'm like blind to all of these flaws because of how much I love the free spinning sensation. This is going to be my review of Joker the SNS 40 Free Spin at Six Flags Great Adventure. Now, this coaster opened in 2016, way back when the coaster community was saying how they hate the fact that these rides are cloned everywhere because they're not great rides, and just because the fact that they're cloned, and just because it's Six Flags. Everyone likes to hate Six Flags, but personally speaking, I love this ride. I can't speak for the other rides, even though they all might be similar. I really, really do enjoy this ride. This coaster is a great experience. There's not a whole lot to say on this roller coaster. I'm going to try to keep this brief. So, starting off with the good things about this roller coaster, this coaster is wild, it is crazy, it is unpredictable. When you go over that first initial drop or descent thing, especially, you feel a ton of flipping sensation. You automatically start doing front flips coming right off the drop. Then once you go through that first beyond vertical drop, quote unquote, you just get mauled with flips again. Pretty much every time I rode, I got mauled with flips coming in from that drop and then going down off of that first true drop thing. And speaking of like drops and things like that, I mean, there aren't really any drops. This isn't even an inspired layout at all. It's kind of just like, look at this little squiggle, let's put coasters on it and call it a roller coaster. I mean, it's not the most inspired thing ever. It was made to be a cloned ride, which I think is a pretty smart move by Six Flags. However, just talking about the ride itself, like the layout just sucks. And another thing that I do think that sucks about this ride is these restraints and trains. Also, the fact that this ride is like freaking 20 seconds long. And I hate to sound like I'm being harsh because I really do like this roller coaster. I just think that sheer sensation of spinning uncontrollably and putting it on a roller coaster track is awesome. I mean, and there's not really a whole lot else to talk about in this review. I mean, I could go through the full ride experience, I guess. You come off that first drop, you start spinning uncontrollably. You might get one flip going over like the next little bunny hills. Coming off of the quote-unquote beyond vertical drop, you'll get a lot of flips again. And then you kind of go through this like S-hump thingy that doesn't really give airtime or anything. But you will probably flip over one of these brake runs, like you'll most likely flip. Then you're going to go through another beyond vertical drop where you'll probably flip again. You come up into the, I guess that's the final brake run because it's not really a mid-course brake run. Because once you come off of that, you just kind of float into the station area. But I mean, this ride is incredibly short, but I feel like you could analyze all these flaws and say it's technically not a good coaster, which I mean, technically speaking, or objectively speaking, it's not a great coaster. But personally speaking, I love the feeling of those vertical flips. I think that's a brilliant idea, and I want to see more roller coasters like it. But I want to see more roller coasters like it with a more inspired layout, I guess, which that might be a lot to ask for. But personally speaking, I freaking love this ride. So for its final score, I'm going to be giving it an 8.3 out of 10. I mean, these coasters aren't, like I said, they're not objectively great, but it's just pretty much based off of the fact whether you love the free spinning or if you don't like the free spinning. So that's pretty much all I got to say about these roller coasters. Be sure to drop a like, comment, subscribe, and as always, I'll see you all later. Peace out.